Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lyndsey. Lyndsey?
Bildo.
Hello.
You never know how she's going to enter the couch.
I never know, so how could you possibly know?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a mystery.
Hi, look at us in the nightly. Welcome.
I know, welcome back to the Nightly. We love being here. This is our favorite time to be on the couch when we get to chat to you. What's not our favorite is Chardonnay, but we are going to drink it today.
Yes.
Chardonnay, drink it today.
Oh,
cute.
she's a poet.
I am. We're drinking the Lyndsey because why not? They're delicious wines. And they save the ocean. They remove 10 plastic bottles.
You can do it.
I know. I'm like, wait, 10? An equivalent of 10 plastic bottles from the ocean for every bottle of wine that's bought. No brainer. Seriously.
Go buy
Check them out.
That's it.
I just put hand cream on, so this is
I always love that. We have a code for those of us who are interested.
We do.
Wine Chats podcast, Wine Chats. Just try a couple of different combinations, but I'm pretty sure it'll give you about 25% off. So listen, again, if you've ever wanted to try, it's not a bad chunk to take off your price.
Totally, 25%
right?
off. That's huge. And literally, it is either Wine Chats or Wine Chats podcast.
Like all together, separate. Just try it out. We don't know. Just give it a crack.
Listen to your gut and
yes.
buy some wine.
Very good, Lyndsey. That's right. We didn't even tell you what we're talking
No.
about today. Welcome. Hello. We're talking about following Lyndsey's gut.
Because it's always right.
It's true. And mine. Oh, I've had a few good guts. Okay, bye.
Bye, not yet. Just drink your wine, Billy.
Oh my goodness. My gut was telling me to shut up.
See, okay, I'm going to cut you off because I know you're about to talk. I'm so sorry. We're not Chardonnay fans at all. But I said to Billy when we pulled this out, I'm like, I feel like I actually do like the Lyndsey Chardonnay.
Yeah.
And I actually 100% do.
Listen, wine is wine. I'm, again, more of a beer drinker. It's a nice wine, sure. It's a little bit buttery, sure.
No, I actually...
Would I know the difference between like a Chardonnay and a Sauv Blanc if you put it, like if I did a blind taste test? I really don't think I could.
I don't think you could either.
No.
Like,
So yeah, look, it's nice. We love the Lyndsey. We love this Chardonnay.
they're delicious. And like, look at like how refreshing looking. And
So
the color's
refreshing.
delicious.
Go on, Lenny.
Anywho, go on. Oh, what?
I don't know.
Hello.
Like you're on. Let's go.
No, I think you were the one that actually said, let's talk about listening to our gut.
I was actually.
Was there something that particularly sprung to mind for you?
Yeah. When I think I was just thinking about how well everything's going for us at the moment.
Oh, right. Don't jinx it. Jesus Christ.
I know, like knock on wood. I'm just saying, like it's just nice. Like we've been doing the podcast for about 5 years now, and it's all coming up Millhouse. As they say, it's going
never heard
really
of that
well.
saying.
You've never heard that saying before?
No.
Like it's all going really well. Like everything's like coming up Millhouse.
Like the mill house? Like the mill house?
I honestly couldn't tell you where it comes from,
Oh.
but it's all coming up there. So, and so I was thinking about what led me to here, because like I had a really good job, you guys. Like we met at the same place, and so I had this really good job and everything was going well, but then I just hated it and didn't want to do it. This is probably the loudest my gut has ever been.
Okay.
I think that's just what it made me think of. And I'm like, I feel like if I hadn't made that really big decision in my life, because my gut was just like, this is not the right place for you. This is not the right job. What? Because you go on, speak. Because we
I
worked
didn't
at
want
the
to
same.
interrupt you.
No,
Yes. No, I could have told you that when we first met.
I know, but at the time that when we first met, like we were both young, we were working. I had a full-time job in the government. I didn't care what I was doing. Like it wasn't a big, like it wasn't like the whole time I was struggling. I was at that office for like 11 years.
Yeah.
For the first 5, 6, 7, I was earning good money.
And
I
it was a
traveling the
cruisy
world.
job
It
and
was a
doing
cruisy
stuff. Yeah.
job.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it was human services job, so it was, but it was doable. Like I didn't have a problem with it. Can you imagine us in human services? Like, please.
I never did though. I just
Yeah.
stuck to admin because I'm like,
Yeah.
that type of job is only for a certain type of person. I was not that person.
I was not that person either, but I ended
Yeah.
up leaving admin and going into doing this human services job, and I hated it, and it was awful. And when I had my kids and decided that it was the wrong thing for me, it was a really, really horribly tough decision to make. Like you can't just say to your husband and your family, oh, I have this really good paying job and everything is going really well for us and financially we're really secure and stable, but I just don't like it anymore, so I want to leave.
But it was more than that you
know?
didn't like it. Like
No,
it just
I
wasn't
was-
sitting well with you, right?
No.
For more than just like, oh, I don't like my job. I don't want to work. Like
True.
more
It
than
was,
that.
yeah. And I had really bad anxiety and I would sit at my desk and I would want to like vomit seeing all my emails. It was really not a fun time for me. But yeah, definitely one of those times where I feel like my gut was actively trying to say to me, like, this is not the right thing for you. Like, move it along. Like, you need to leave. And so to have left to me was like a massive like leap of faith.
Right.
I think to just
Yep.
take off and start a podcast. I didn't know anything about podcasting. I couldn't even get a host. Like she wouldn't even do this with me. Like, you know what I mean? So I think it was that's just what made me think how like important it is, because now we made it. We haven't made it, but like 5 years later, we're doing good. And I was just like, yay, gut. Like I did it. I followed it and I did it, and look at me here. But then I thought also how, like when I talk to you often, we've talked a lot about following guts, and you especially are a huge gut follower.
I've made all my major decisions in life based on, okay, what does my gut feel? 100%. I know it sounds corny, but I don't think things through up here or with my heart or anything. Like I literally am like, ooh, how do I feel about this? Like what's my gut saying? 100%. And it has not let me down yet.
Yep.
Even little example, and it's not even like, I don't know how to describe it.
It doesn't have to be big things.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be big things. But like, I was telling you, like the other day, Kimmy and I bought a piece of property, and like it was funny.
See how well things are going for us?
Moving on. I think that's more Cameron's job than this gig.
Don't be like that.
Yes,
don't be like
absolutely.
that.
Anywho, don't worry, we're not moving. We're
No,
still gonna be on the couch. But literally, as soon as we were walking up to the property, I'm like,
right,
we're going to buy this. We're going to get it. We were in bidding war, if you will, in the sense that there was other people that wanted it. But I'm like, babe, it's fine. My gut's saying, we're going to get it.
Look at this cool cucumber.
We got it. But like that has happened for so many different reasons in my life. Major decisions like partners, little decisions about like just stupid little stuff. Yeah. And I feel like sometimes, look, this might be a different topic. I don't know. But sometimes certain family members may like get a little bit like, oh God, Lyndsey always ends up falling on her feet type thing. Because I have kind of taken some chances with it and made really big decisions. Like I'm going to leave my longtime partner and move to Australia with some random dude. And it all works out.
And
that could have been catastrophe for some people. Like catastrophe.
I love that. Somebody should study you, because I think I think it's fascinating because it is. It's one of those, like if you just go off on your feelings. So that's what you do. You literally just ask yourself, like, how do I feel about this? I actually really like that, because we haven't really had that chat before. I don't know.
Yeah, literally. And when I told my mom, I'm going to like go over to Australia, she's like, no, you're not. She's like, yes, if you're going to leave.
Lord,
like
woman.
You're leaving all job.
Yeah.
Like life halfway around the world.
Yeah. Family, like, everyone. Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is the right, like this is.
That's craziness. I think it's just a lesson in like how so many of us just don't follow our guts anymore. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the internet and we're all just so used to having advice on our fingertips that we just don't feel like we can make decisions on our own anymore. We even had a quick chat about before with, when we had babies first, how much I was on the internet so much just trying to get advice about why my baby is moving to the left a little bit, It's just like anything that happened, I was like, oh my God, what's happening? You know what I mean?
Oh my God, it blinked.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to blink? And so then as soon as I stopped doing that, because it was just making me anxious, I was like, I could just do what feels right.
Absolutely. Listen to your gut.
Listen to your intuition, to that thing inside you that points you in a direction. We don't listen to that enough anymore.
I think people overanalyze things. I think the world is so scary and everyone's focused on making the right decision and doing the right thing, and where they're not going to get judged and it's going to be accepted by society and all this freaking bull poop in the world. Look at me go, not swearing. Girl. Beep. Like I do. I think people overthink things, which then I personally think that actually leads to too much thinking, and you end up making kind of the wrong decision.
I couldn't agree more with that. When I played that trivia game on Netflix, every time that my gut, I just go off what I think in that moment.
Yes.
And every time I just follow the thing that I like think, the first answer, I'm like, yep, it's that one. I get it right. When I think, oh, it's that one, but oh no, it's that one. And I get it wrong. And I'm always like, why didn't I just follow my gut?
Yes. Yeah.
So you're right. From like really tiny decisions to actually just big life decisions. Ask yourself, how do I feel about this? And then do it. And then do what that gut of yours says to do. No, I know I sounded like really sarcastic and funny looking there a little bit, but I truly mean that. I just I could not agree more with what you said. And I think that anytime like I've made a really big decision that seemed like really radical to people, it's worked out for me. Yeah. I don't get it's my life. Like it's your life. Do what you got to do.
I think people just need to chill out a bit and just like, look, that was going to be really dumb. I was going to say go with the flow. That is so cheesy.
Go with the flow.
No,
Follow the gut. Follow your intuition.
I know. It sounds so lame, especially for people like me that don't like do all that kind of stuff.
But you got yourself to where you got yourself to. You got yourself
100%.
the life that you wanted.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're living the thing that you wanted to live and you're happy. Are you happy? Yeah. How do you feel, Lyndsey?
I feel great when you're not beside me on the couch.
Lies. This
It is
favorite time of week.
All lies. No, look, also listen to your gut to buy the Hinsey because like literally there's a code. You can save $25. Like,
cool.
as if your gut wouldn't be telling you to save money.
Seriously, as if your gut is telling you like this is a great price. I'm going to go. Okay, bye. Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Billi and Lyndsey.